What will the 21st century be known for architecturally? Skyscrapers, museums, or data centers? Yes, you heard that right. Data centers are becoming the defining structures of our time. As we move deeper into the digital age, data centers are quickly becoming the unsung giants of modern architecture. With an estimated $180 billion to be invested in their expansion just in 2025, these high-tech hubs are not only changing our cities, but shaping the future itself. But here's the catch. AI is revolutionizing everything, and it's driving a massive demand for data centers. Yet, there's a major problem they can't solve. AI on its own can't solve its insatiable need for data processing and storage capacity. If we don't address this issue, the entire digital world, AI included, could face a serious setback. That's why companies and countries are scrambling to build them at such a rapid pace. Stick with me as we uncover how data centers are powering the future, what companies and countries are building data centers, and why data centers might just be the most important buildings of the 21st century. Before we process and log the info on data centers, make sure to compute one quick action. Subscribe to Design Zip for the best videos on architecture, design, and mega projects. So, let's start at the beginning. What exactly is a data center? A data center is basically the powerhouse behind the digital world, quietly working behind the scenes to keep everything from websites to cloud storage running smoothly. Packed with high-performance servers, networking gear, and security systems, these facilities store, process, and distribute the massive amounts of data we rely on daily. Whether you're streaming a video on YouTube, buying something on Amazon, or using AI like ChatGPT, chances are a data center is making it happen. With advanced cooling, backup power, and top-tier cybersecurity, they ensure reliability and security. From massive cloud hubs to small edge centers that reduce lag, data centers are the invisible force keeping the internet and modern technology alive. We all know how much artificial intelligence has expanded in the past 2 years. It almost feels like it was always there. Just a few years ago, it was an emerging technology, something that experts debated over in conferences. Now the idea of suddenly losing AI feels like the world would start limping. Businesses, hospitals, research labs, customer service, security, and even creative fields all rely on it. Why? Because AI does not just include some poorly trained chatbots and virtual assistants anymore. It is medical research, scanning through mountains of data to find new drug treatments in record time. It is health diagnostics, identifying diseases faster than doctors in some cases. It is predictive analytics, preventing power outages, forecasting weather disasters, and optimizing supply chains. AI has become something we depend on to work smarter and move faster. And the thing is, AI does not just process a few lines of code. It learns, improves, and evolves. That requires an incredible amount of computing power, which brings us to the next big issue. It's hunger for resources. AI needs energy, water, and storage more than you can imagine. Let's start with energy. Just a few years ago, data centers used about 2% of the US electricity supply. That number more than doubled to 4.4% by 2023. By 2028, it is expected to hit somewhere between 7 and 12%. AI is a massive contributor to this increase because it requires specialized processors, working around the clock to run machine learning models. Then there is water. AI-driven data centers are not just running up electricity bills, they're also pulling massive amounts of water to stay cool. These facilities rely on water-based cooling systems to prevent their high-performance processors from overheating. In 2023, data centers in Virginia alone used over 7 billion litres of water, which is a 64% increase since 2019. That's just one region. On a smaller scale, every time someone interacts with an AI model like ChatGPT, there's an on-scene water cost. Running 10 to 50 queries on a large AI system consumes around 2 litres of water. Multiply that by millions of users every day, and you get an idea of the scale. Storage is another issue. Every video, image, conversation, and search query needs to be stored somewhere. The world produced 149 zettabytes of data in 2024 alone. By 2025, we will hit over 180 zettabytes. To put that into perspective, a single zettabyte could hold around 250 billion DVDs worth of data. With such massive growth, companies are rethinking how data is stored and retrieved in ways that don't choke the energy grid. And let's not forget processing power. AI models are getting larger. Some have trillions of parameters. That means they need to be split across thousands of machines, working together in parallel to process and analyze information. Just one AI model could require more computing than entire industries used a decade ago. So, what's the solution? More data centers. And companies know this. That's why they're racing to build new facilities at an unprecedented pace. The global investment in data center infrastructure is projected to hit $180 billion in 2025 alone. These are not small projects either. Many of these facilities are going to cover hundreds or even thousands of acres, requiring dedicated power plants and energy solutions just to keep them running. Some are turning to nuclear energy, geothermal power, and massive solar farms to offset their impact. Others are redesigning cooling systems to use liquid immersion cooling instead of water-heavy air conditioning. There are even rumours of building underwater data centers to take advantage of natural ocean cooling. But no matter how you look at it, AI is growing fast and data centers are the backbone keeping it alive. And right now, the world is scrambling to keep up. But thankfully, some projects are already underway. The most famous of them all is Project Stargate. This is a $500 billion plan to build 20 ultra-advanced AI data centers across the US over the next few years. The first site is already under construction in Abilene, Texas, with other locations being scouted. The tech companies behind this are OpenAI, Microsoft, Oracle, and NVIDIA, who are all working together under a joint venture. The project's goal is to power the next generation of AI systems while keeping the US ahead in the AI race. While Microsoft is a key player in Project Stargate, the company is also making its own massive data centers. Microsoft is pouring $80 billion into building AI-focused data centers this year alone. More than half of that money will be spent inside the US, but they are expanding globally too. These new centers will support Azure Cloud and OpenAI's systems, which rely on high-performance computing to function. They are also investing in new energy solutions like nuclear reactors and solar farms to keep their data centers running without overwhelming the power grid. In fact, it is Microsoft who found out that underwater data centers are reliable, and it might even be the first company to build one. Microsoft isn't the only tech giant making infrastructure moves. Meta is not far behind. It is building its biggest data center ever in Monroe, Louisiana. This huge data center is expected to cost $10 billion. This is not a small operation. The center will cover 4 million square feet, which is about 70 football fields. If you want to know about the timeline of this project, Construction is set to continue through 2030 because making a data center of this size takes time. Meta is betting big on AI, virtual reality, and the metaverse, and this data center will be a key part of that strategy. They are also looking for up to 4 gigawatts of nuclear energy to power their future facilities because traditional energy sources just won't cut it anymore. But it's not just the tech giants making major AI infrastructure moves. In Mississippi, Compass Datacenters is leading one of the biggest data center projects in the South, with a massive $10 billion campus planned for Meridian. The campus will include 8 separate data centers, built over the next 8 years. Once finished, it will be one of the most advanced AI and cloud computing hubs in the country. What makes this project special is that it is a long-term investment. These buildings are designed to last more than 100 years, making sure AI infrastructure in the region stays ahead for decades. And these are just a few of the multi-billion-dollar projects happening right now. With AI expanding faster than anyone expected, companies have no choice but to build, expand, and innovate fast. And it's not just the US throwing billions into data centers. Countries worldwide are racing to build massive hubs for AI and cloud computing. Take India, for example. Reliance Industries is building what it calls the world's largest data center in Jamnagar. This facility is a 3 gigawatt AI supercomputer powered hub in partnership with NVIDIA. That's enough computing power to run some of the world's biggest AI models. And the Indian government is fully backing this AI expansion. It recently pledged $1.2 billion to support AI infrastructure. This is pushing companies to build massive new data centers across the country. Hyderabad is already becoming India's data center capital, with companies like Microsoft, AWS, and Ursa clusters pouring investments into high-powered cloud facilities. Then there is Portugal, which is making a big play with the Sines data center. It is going to be one of Europe's largest and most sustainable projects. The confirmed location is an old industrial zone, and once it is completed, it is estimated to have 1.2 gigawatts of IT capacity. The best part is that this is going to be fully powered by renewable energy. Now, why Portugal? Why not any other European city? It is because this is the perfect spot, right between Africa and the Americas. This will make the data center a key global data traffic hub. This project is proof that clean energy and AI infrastructure can go hand in hand. The UK is not losing the race either. As part of its AI Opportunities Action Plan, the government has approved £14 billion or $16.9 billion in data center projects. These will be spread across AI growth zones, which are areas specially designed to speed up construction, secure energy, and attract global investors. One of the biggest projects is the DC01 UK facility in South Mims. This centre is going to cover at least 2 million square feet. So, it looks like no country is waiting to fall behind in the AI race. Everyone is rushing to build bigger, faster, and more powerful data hubs. Data centers aren't just tech infrastructure, they're the backbone of the digital age. From AI breakthroughs to cloud computing, they power everything we rely on daily. But with skyrocketing energy demands, water usage, and storage needs, the world is facing a serious challenge. That's why companies and governments are racing to build bigger, smarter, and more sustainable data centers. Do you think we can keep up with AI's growing demands? Or are we heading toward an unsustainable future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to see more about the world's biggest architecture, design, and construction projects, make sure to subscribe to Design Zip. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.